Hello, my name is Kathy and this is my project Enzymary Browning. What makes apple to brown? We have all seen how our apples to brown after we cut it, but do you really know what is behind that or which materials do you think will keep your apples looking the freshest? Let me show you the mystery behind the apple. It is not really a mystery. The reactions that causes brown color in apple is called enzymary browning and is one of the leading causes of spoilage in fruits and vegetables, but it doesn't make fruits harmful to eat. Many people don't know this information, so I chose this project for this reason to propose solutions and communicate proposals to the community. The name of enzymary browning comes from the fact that an enzyme inside the fruit turns the color brown, which is this enzyme. The process starts when you cook the apple and the chemicals inside the food meet oxygen in the air. Next it produce melanin, but the enzyme responsible for the browning is called polyphenol oxidase or PPO. With oxygen, the PPO enzyme change substance is not as phenolic compostes through a process of oxidation into different compostes called quinones. The quinones then react with other compostes to form melanin. Melanin is what turns the apple brown. The materials that I used are 2 apples, blades, some of cold water, apple juice, vinegar, lemon juice, ziploc bag, scissors, masking tape, and a marker as you can see in the picture. I identified my variables. Independent variables is the type of material. In this case, the materials that I used are water, apple juice, vinegar, lemon juice, Ziploc, and pocket apple slices. Dependent variables is the color brown of apple. Control are ambience, sunlight, and climate. Extraneous variables is the temperature, and molecular variables is the manipulation of the materials. And the method for my experiment was, my research question is what makes apple to brown? As I have already mentioned at the beginning, hypothesis almost all apples will turn brown except lemon, though their antioxidant properties, and I followed the observation method. My experimental design is nature of phenomenon and the study level was explicative because this experimental identified the factors that determine or contribute for a given phenomenon to happen. The purpose was quasi-experimental. I focused in mixed data, qualitative and quantitative. The duration of the experiment was longitudinal and has a retrospective chronology. This is my results, my data collection, and the descriptive statistics in the first graph is the study information which are the most effective materials to decrease the oxidation process in apple using the average of each apple slice with our respective materials. 1 is equal not brown and at all, 10 is equal very brown. In the second graph, 5% represent the total treatment of the lemon juice. The less percent degraded that effectiveness over the time elapsed in the enzymary browning summation. 26% is a less effective material due to a stronger brown color. Inferential statistics. It is estimated that there are 82% more chances of during the oxidation process using lemon juice as a treatment than 18% if no treatment is used. The research predictions are that the longer the oxidation of apple goes, the more visible they become than the shorter the time. And the conclusion, the experiment sought to find out which was the most efficient treatment to reduce the time of enzymary browning process and which are the materials that don't help to preserve the color of the apple. The results of the experiment revealed that the lemon juice, vinegar, and the water could as the most effective treatment taking or control sample as a mean pocket apple slice. On the other hand, Ziploc bag and apple juice doesn't help to preserve the color. Some of the improvements proposals that I take into account is to carry out a research prior to the experiment, and in this case it is an explanatory experiment where there is previous information that can be consulted to generate a more accurate hypothesis and to be able to select certain variables with greater awarenesses. Future work is that based on the result obtained, I will be able to explain in more detail the process of enzymatic browning to the community that is a natural process and doesn't make food harmful when eaten. So that is all. Thank you for watching.